Good afternoon, Collinsville High School, and welcome to Falcon News. Today is Thursday, May 7th. I am Reese Campbell.
And I'm Nate Miller, bringing you today's school news and announcements. Let's take a look at what's happening this week at CAHS. Today, boys JV and varsity baseball home against Mount Pleasant. Girls JV and varsity softball home against Elizabeth Forward. The Bible Club has their National Day of Prayer. Tomorrow, our news team has a field trip to the KDK. And Promise Mock Crash is up on the hill by the CTC. Looking ahead to the weekend, this Saturday is prom.
Students, if you have not already, please take a minute to scan the QR code shown on the screen and complete this Teen Safe Driving Survey.
In observance of National Law Day, students participated in a mock trial exhibition at the Fayette County Courthouse this last Friday, May 3rd. The event highlighted the students' hard work, critical thinking, and dedication as they took on the roles of attorneys, witnesses, and court officials in a simulated legal processing. The mock trial experience provided a unique hands-on opportunity to better understand the judicial system and the importance of civic engagement. Here, you can see all the students who participated. Congrats to all.
Attention all drivers or soon-to-be drivers. Driver's Ed is taking place on June 2nd through the 12th from 8 to 11 in room 121 here at CAHS. If interested, please pay $150 to register by May 29th. If you have any questions, talk to Mr. Renzi.
Keystones are almost here. Tests will run next Monday to Monday, May 18th. Algebra first, then Lit, lastly, Bio. Each test will be 2 days and occur from 7:15 to 9:15. If you plan on testing, please come prepared and on time.
Once our algebra keystones end, it's time for literature. Let's head over to another informational tutorial that teaches students how to navigate through the process of taking the keystones on their Chromebooks.
The question screen shows the subject, the question number, and your name. Before responding to a passage-based question, first read the entire passage and review any pictures or charts. When there is more text that is not immediately visible on the screen, the words "more" will appear above and below the passage. Use the scroll bar on the right-hand side of the passage to view the rest of the passage text. There are tools above the test question to help you complete your online test. The pointer tool is just like a mouse pointer. Use it to select other tools, move boxes, select answers, and perform other actions. You can also use the Tab key on your keyboard to move between tools, and then use the Enter key to select the tool. For some tools, the Escape key will close the tool. Use the Cross-Off tool to eliminate an answer choice that you believe is not correct. Note: in order to answer the question, you must select one of the answer choices using the pointer tool. Use the highlighter tool to highlight important information. You can highlight most text and graphics within a test question. Remove all highlighting by selecting Clear All from the menu. Use the notepad to type notes you can use for future reference. You can reposition, close, and reopen the notepad. Cross-offs, highlighting, and notes will be saved with the question when you move to a different question. Use the magnifier tool to increase the size of the image on your screen. There are 4 magnification options. Use the scroll bars or your pointer to move around the screen. To close the magnifier tool, press the Escape key or select the magnifier tool and then select Off. Sometimes, a portion of a question will have a graphic or a checklist that must be made bigger in order to clearly see it. The Select to Enlarge button will open the graphic in a larger format. Use the Line Guide tool to help you track a single line of text. Use the handle on the right side to drag the line guide. To close the line guide, select the tool again. Use the masking tool to cover content that may be distracting. Select the masking box to resize and reposition. You can have more than one masking box, and you can hide, show, and delete them. When you have responded to a question, select the next arrow to move on to the next question. To move to a different question on the test, select the down arrow next to the question number and select a different question. Use the flag button to mark a question to remind you to review the question later. You can pause your test by selecting the pause button. A test can only be paused for up to 20 minutes. You must select the resume button before the clock counts down to 0. Select the Review or End Test button to see all the test questions you have flagged for review. You can go back to a question by selecting the question number. When you end your test, flags do not have to be removed. The responses to all flagged questions will still be scored. In addition to selecting your answer from answer choices provided to you, some questions on this test will require that you construct your response. More information about responding to short answer questions or text-dependent analysis questions can also be found by watching the Advanced Tools tutorial videos.
Good luck to everyone taking their literature keystones. You got this. Let's head over once again to your favorite partners in crime to inform you on the Keystones Code of Conduct.
Hi everyone, it's your favorites, Sophia and Hannah, and we are here not with a weekday update, but with your Keystone State Testing Conduct. Woohoo! Woohoo! Nothing like state testing. Anywho, let's get into it.
These are your do's. Do: listen to, read, and follow all directions given. Ask questions if you do not understand the directions. Read each question carefully, especially multiple choice items that ask for the best answer. Also, be sure to read any open-ended items carefully before responding. Be careful when making your answers so that you do not skip spaces or fill in the wrong sections. Make sure to completely fill in the bubble for the answer or answers that you select and erase completely any answers you change. Keep your eyes on your own tests. Try to answer each test item. Just try. Check that you have completed all the test items in the test section before closing your test booklet or submitting your final responses online. Report any suspected cheating to your teacher or principal. Self. These are your don'ts.
We're gonna wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Never a silent time in this school. Anyway, now for your do nots. Do not have notes in your possession during the test. Do not have any unapproved electronic devices, cell phones, smartphones, smartwatches, etc. in your possession during the test. Note, you may have approved calculators, if applicable, during the test. Do not share a calculator with others. Do not use the bubbles in the answer booklet to either eliminate possible incorrect answers or possible correct answers by making marks in multiple bubbles and erasing. Mark only the bubble for the correct answer/answers you have chosen. Do not talk with others about questions on the test during or after the test. Students should be assured that they may discuss the testing process or issues of concern with their parents/guardians. Do not take notes about the test to share with others. Do not leave an online test session unless the session is complete or until instructed to do so. And do not use social media to post information about the test and/or test items. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory in itself. Anyway, this is your code of conduct, and hopefully you listened and you use it. I'm Sophia Coaches.
I'm Hannah Gertz.
Back to the desk.
Thanks, you two. Hopefully you listen carefully to the do's and don'ts if you plan on testing.
Now that the 2025-2026 school year is coming to an end, let's head over to Lance to find out what our senior class's favorite high school memories are.
Who am I here with?
Mike Rosscart.
Now that our senior year is coming to an end, what has been your most memorable experience in high school?
Probably playing sports.
Why?
Because it's like you only get to do it one last time, and it's like the most fun you've had throughout high school, especially if you're very athletic.
All right. And if you could rate high school in a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
Probably like a 9 out of 10.
Who am I here with?
Jordan Ricks.
Now that our senior year is coming to an end, what has been your most memorable experience in high school?
My most memorable experience in high school is, I'd say, a couple years ago when I played basketball and Falcon time in school.
And if you could rate it in a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
8.
Who am I here with?
Hunter Brown.
Now that our senior year is coming to an end, what has been your most memorable experience in high school?
Probably my senior year in sports. I had a pretty good season and got offered from Waynesburg University, and that's where I'm going. So that's probably my biggest thing from my high school career.
Rate it in a scale of 1 to 10. What would you rate it?
Like my senior year,
No, like your entire high school experience.
like an 8. There was ups and downs, so like an 8.
Thanks, Lance. Glad to see our seniors enjoyed something about high school. Last Sunday, the chorus classes held their spring concert. It was titled Time to Sing, as each ensemble had a song that dealt with time. Our 6 seniors all received their honor cords. The chamber ensemble also performed their self-study pieces, and girls performed Flashlight from Pitch Perfect 2, and the guys performed Lux Arumamaki. Great concert, everyone.
And now, let's head over to Nick Santor for an update on Falcon sports.
Good afternoon, Connsville. Welcome back to another Falcon Sports Report. My name is Nick Santor, your Falcon Sports reporter. Spring sports are starting to wrap up their regular seasons. On Friday, the boys and girls varsity track team was at Baldwin for the Baldwin Invitational. Glenn Strickler finished the shot put in 3rd place with a throwing distance of 49 feet and 11.5 inches. Alec Pritz finished 4th place in the boys' 3,200 meter run with a time of 10 minutes and 17 seconds. And then finally, Sarah Tinkey placed in 6th for the girls' shot put with a throwing distance of 32 feet and 9 inches. Congratulations to those 3 individuals who participated and succeeded in those events. Now on to Monday, the boys' varsity baseball team had their last home game of the year against Greensburg-Salem. They were down 5-0 in the first inning, but then the bats came around and the Falcons ended up 10 running them 18-8. Also that day, the girls' varsity softball team got a big win against in-county rivals Uniontown, 8-3. On Tuesday, the girls' varsity softball team lost a very close matchup against North Allegheny 3-2. Now on to some future matchups for the week. Yesterday, we had boys JV baseball on the road against Southmoreland. Now on to today, we have boys varsity and JV baseball on the road against Mount Pleasant for a doubleheader. Varsity starts at 3 and then JV starts right after them. Also this evening, girls varsity softball has their last home game of the year against Elizabeth Forward. JV is right after them as always. I'm doing the ending. I don't have that. I didn't see it on the master schedule. I mean, I can do it.
Just say, like, boys and girls track are away at California University for California Lab Champion.
Okay. Then finally, on Thursday the 7th, boys and girls varsity track and field is at California University for the California Last Chance meet. That's all we have for today, Collinsville. Tune in later for some more Falcon and national sports updates. Now back to the desk for more information.
Thanks, Nick. Stay tuned for more sports soon. Are you interested in outdoor color guard? If so, there is an interest meeting being held in the CAHS band room at 5 p.m. on Thursday. This meeting is open to all students and/or guardians. Please be aware of all the clinics as well. Also taking place on Thursday after school until 5 p.m. Official tryouts are to be held May 14th after school. Make sure to mark your calendar and we hope to see you there.
Let's head over to our weather girl, Courtney, to find out your daily Falcon weather.
Good afternoon, Collinsville. I'm Courtney Callahan, your weather news reporter. Today you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 59 and a low of 37. You can expect some slight rain later today, going steady into tomorrow. I thought it was April showers, not May showers. The UV will be a high of 4 today. Heading into your evening, the sunset will be at 8:19 p.m. And tonight's moon phase will be a waning gibbous with 71% illumination. That's all for your afternoon weather update. And now back to the desk with more information.
Thanks, Courtney. Look out for all that rain this May. Today celebrates anyone who fell victim to buying I Love New York shirt. It's National Tourism Day.
Don't forget to follow us on YouTube at CASD Falcon Productions for news, special videos, and live events. Subscribe now and stay updated.
Thanks again for watching today. Tune in again tomorrow and
Have a great day, Connellsville.